Hello, everybody, and welcome into Thursday night, June 5th, 2025. Ken Stott Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Stott Live that's having technical issues. This may be short, sweet, and to the point, as in it may not last very long. We have Bill, we have Darren, we have Sam, we have Greg, we have Jeff, we have Rich joining us in the Zoom. Hello, everybody. And I see that problem's back as well. Let's go look at chat real quick. Tony Wallow was first. Darren was second. Sam was One Fish 26 was third. Greg was fourth. Yeah, when you go outside to work, you may be fourth. We never play fair. Oh, yeah, John. The I don't know what the Pacers were thinking. I'm pretty frustrated with them. Yes, I've got my shirt on. I was watching the game up till halftime. I'm not going to watch the second half. They're going to lose. They're going to lose the series 4-2. There's a couple reasons for that. I'm not a conspiracy person, but I'm telling you, the NBA does not want the Indiana Pacers to win the championship. That is the worst thing that could happen to them. Susanna Morgan, proud single mother, is in the chat room with a like and the normal circles. I bring you Ken Betts. Yeah, I struggled with what I wanted to put there, but it turned out pretty good. Mitchie Manello, just Mitchie, is in the house. Rick Lake says hello. Anybody got anything? Yeah, really. Long Dog is here. Good to see everybody. As most of you know, tomorrow at 0600 hours or 6 a.m. in the morning for you civilians, I start my job at Lowe's.
Zero dark 30, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you're calling it.
It's going to be early and it's going to be dark, and we'll see how it goes. Got up this morning, stayed up to about 8:15, and I laid back down. So I know I can get up, just get a fresh pot of coffee going, and get my meds in me, and get the day going. I like that little icon Tony put in there. I don't think I've ever seen that one. I'm gonna have to go research that one.
Hmm.
So right before the show started, my OBS started acting up, and I've never seen it do this. I always have to adjust the columns, which you guys have heard me complain about that many, many times. And for some reason, it wouldn't let me adjust the columns. It was popping the columns out and wanted me to move the columns to a new location, which you can do. And I'll demonstrate that one of these days on a video. But at 5 minutes till showtime, that is not what I needed. Fortunately, I got everything going and got the stream up and running. So, been an interesting day. I did watch Doug, did a lot of Da Vinci stuff, worked on a trailer. By the way, how many people seen the trailer? By a show of hands and or a one in chat, new twist on that. How many people have seen the trailer?
Got here too late. Sorry.
It's in the description. I always put it in the in the description.
You have a description?
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder. Tony says, John says 21. Tony says 4. Wintermute says 1. That was a collaboration. The Zoom homies, even with Greg, we all worked on that, and we have an idea of what we wanted to do with it, but we couldn't get the AI program that Bill was using to cooperate, so we just went with what we have. Um, I discovered my BIOS was about 3 years behind. The Intel management engine needed updating. Um, English, yeah. I do speak English, believe it or not. So Long Dog's BIOS was behind, and something else was behind. Overall, once I got things to go smoothly, I spent a lot of time trying to figure things out. I don't know. I must be one of the slower people in the world because I don't go checking for BIOS updates. When I get informed of one, I'll go grab it about 6 months later, or longer, right, Bill? I forget, what was I, about a year and a half, 2 years behind on mine. Bill and I share the same machine on my new build, the Windows 11 machine. He and I have almost the exact same build. We have the same motherboard, so that comes in handy. He can test things out and tell me if I need to do anything with it or not.
So a lot of time the BIOS updates are more for the games and that.
Yeah. Well,
Just like in
somebody, wow. Bill's, did your mic cut out or did you were, hello,
but it
Bill? Yeah, is your mic working?
should be.
All right, because you cut out. I don't know. This is probably a new Zoom thing that if you're talking and someone starts talking, it cuts the other person off. I don't know. We discovered some things today with Zoom that are pretty interesting. Oh, speaking of Zoom, this particular one has been going for 4 hours and 4 minutes, it looks like, which means it has about 26 hours remaining to go. There is a means of setting the timer to reflect how much time is remaining on this current session of 30 hours, which would be 26 minutes ish. I'm going to get technical, it would be 25, 56, and some change with the seconds. However, to do that, I have to set up scheduled meetings. I got with Zoom, I got with their support, and they walked me through it. And we talked about it earlier today. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to leave it right now. So when the meeting ends, whoever comes back in first, they start the meeting at 30 hours. Luckily today, not that it's a big deal, but I was the one to do that. And I will stay logged in the entire time unless I lose power. And right now we got 4 hours. We're 4 hours and 5 minutes into this current 30-hour session. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. Yeah, that's pretty true. Um, and the reason all that came about was earlier today, there was about 5 or 6 of us on Zoom, and Bill said, "Oh, we got about 4 hours left." So it'd been about 9:30 tonight, and I kid you not, within about 3 minutes, Zoom was gone, and nobody ended it. Zoom ended itself. So um, the 30 hours is pretty accurate, but if you leave and come back, obviously your clock's going to start again, and unless you wrote down the time, you're going to be behind. So just thought I'd share that with you guys. I did look into it, but I'm not going to do it. Too complicated. And we discussed having a specific someone to start the Zoom at the 30-hour time, but that's hit or miss. So I think it works out really good the way that it is right now. At least that's how I feel about it. And you know what? I don't have audio confirmation on YouTube. Oh boy. Been going 8 minutes and well, nobody said anything in chat, so yep, there is audio. No, Tony says normal. And are the Zoom homies coming through normal as well, Tony? Hopefully they are. Again, it takes a homie to say something to verify that. Wintermute says yes. Thank you, Wintermute. Tony says see. And Rick says yep. um, yeah, that's not going to work, Long Dog, because I'm not always going to be here for the 30-hour duration. Chances are it would be. Now, what I could do is I could start one at 5 in the morning, which would run 5 to the next morning, and it would end about 11. But I think we'll just leave it as it is. This system seems to be working pretty good. There's very few times when I will go to get on Zoom when no one is here. And Mitchie is saying he's getting ads. Yeah, I am monetized, so you are going to see ads. And if you skip through it, that's fine. I still skip through ads, so I got no problems if people skip through my ads as well. Tried to get a little bit more done from home on the Lowe's paperwork today, and I finally got it to sort of kind of work on the phone, except it wants me to um, set up a facial recognition, and I don't really want to do that. I want to skip that, but there's no skip button on there, so I'll deal with that tomorrow. Ads are a good thing for the host. Oh yeah, if you're monetized, that's how we get our 7 cents per video, is through people watching the ads. I dissected one the other day. I got like a dollar. That doesn't make sense. So I got like $1.16 for the entire video, and there was a super chat that night, and I get 70%. Figure $2 super chat, I get $1.40. I only made $1.16, and even in the analytics, it showed I didn't make $1.40. So do I truly get 70%? I don't know. And I don't know if any of you guys have noticed this or not that have a channel and upload and do live streams and get comments and whatnot. YouTube made a change that I was unaware of because it just happened sometime between 6 o'clock tonight and now. Mine were set to comments that I've not responded to. And I've always been complaining lately about if someone responds to my comment, I never know that. Well, guess what? Now I know that because YouTube changed it to where if I put a comment on one of Brian's videos and he comments on my comment, I will get notified in YouTube Studio of that comment. It's a little bit of research has got to be done on that because it's just a pain in the neck. And the reason I caught it was I went to see if there were comments from recent videos, and I had a laundry list of about this many comments. I normally have about 2. And then I got to looking at him, and what that was comments on comments that I had responded to. You know, the old comments on comments on comments. Yeah. 11 minutes. 4 minutes to go. I will not be sticking around tonight. I am going to not do something silly and do like I did last night and stay up till midnight and try to get up at 5. If I didn't have to go to work, I would, but I don't think I can stay up until midnight, catch 4 hours, 5 hours of sleep, and work all day on my feet. Don't think I'm quite capable of doing that. Anybody have anything? I think I saw that in a comment as well earlier tonight. Or maybe I thought, yeah, John Williams said, anybody got anything? That's funny. No? Nothing?
Well, that you came up at the beginning of the camera view.
Yeah, I've got to make her nightly appearance. Well, that's good.
I put fertilizer down on my front lawn and watered it.
I seen that, but then you got rain, didn't you? Or did you not? Did you? No rain.
No rain.
We got a little bit. It was just a shower, just enough to get the ground wet and cause a lot of humidity. And of course, this is Indiana, and we should be used to it by now. So I am going to hit the button. It is 10:13. We'll see what happens. What could possibly go wrong?
Silk and satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tease. Moving slow like honey bees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Oh, oh. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Flow, flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
Names though, because I forgot to go in and delete it off of the thing and reset it on the way that I've got it set up. So
Oh, hell, I was here both nights, so I don't care.
did you comment tonight? I don't think I saw your name in there.
I don't know, did
No,
I? Yeah, I did.
yeah, you did. Yeah, 9:59.
Someplace.
Well, okay, so at 9:59 you made a comment. Unless I started the stream at 9:58, your comment won't
No,
show up.
the stream was running before I.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Barely.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to start about 9:59 in 30 seconds and let the little introduction.
Well, I was doing a little quick maintenance on the computer before you started.
Well, I know that feeling. I was doing a lot of quick maintenance on OBS just to try to get the
I
thing.
had 2 applications that needed update. I'd updated them earlier, but I didn't put it in my little spreadsheet. Try to make a note of when I update everything. I know that's OCD. I just saw where the Microsoft Store is now going to have AI in it.
Oh boy.
Every freaking thing they're doing.
Yeah, it's taking over. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's
But
10:15. See you on Zoom. If you want to join us, there's the email, kstout008@gmail.com. Send me an email. We'll get you your credentials and get you on the panel. If you got the credentials already, credentials. Good night. Credentials.